Hey YouTube, welcome back. Super Action Guy here with you. It's probably been a year since I reviewed these originally, and I wanted to come back and give you guys an update of where they've been. So I read all the comments, I take them to heart. As a YouTube viewer myself, I enjoy reading comments from folks, and some of the comments on here were very good, and I really appreciate the ones that specifically talked about, I can't trust a guy who does reviews on a shoe when the shoe's never even left the house. And I agree. That was a first impression, and maybe it didn't come off the right way, but this will give you guys a real world update now on where the Adidas Terrex Swift GTX R2 shoe lies. So it's been just over a year, and these shoes have probably put on quite a bit of mileage. We do a couple of different vacations every year up until the COVID issue. We used to go to the Smoky Mountains, and these were put through their paces in the Smoky Mountains this year ago. We did a bunch of trail hikes up there, pretty technical, water crossings, a lot of different features, land features that we had to negotiate through. So here's where we're at. So the left shoe here, first of all, comfort. How do they feel after 1 year? They're broken in. It took maybe a week or so to break them in, and once they were broken in, they actually feel really, really good. In the heel, in the arch, and in the toe box. The toe box I found has expanded a little bit, but not so much that my feet are sliding around up there, and I don't have overly wide feet. As I said before, these are an 8 medium. So toe box feels good. Cushioning inside feels good. I mean, some of the logos are hard to read now, obviously they've worn through, but they feel good. The lace system works just as it's intended. It has not, I have had zero issues with the laces on these or with the lace mechanisms. I know some folks have commented that on this particular shoe versus the Solomon, the lace system has broken. Tread life, this Continental tread, you can see I'm probably biased towards outboard, the way I walk with my arch and my gait. So you'll see some of the tread here has worn quite a bit down from where it was originally, and then on the heel as well. But again, these have been in use every day by me for over a year. These are my everyday shoes minus going to work. And we do normally walks every single day, my wife and I, 2 miles each day, and that's been going on now for the better part of 6+ months. Plus all of the hiking that we've done through the Smoky Mountains, and then local trail hikes here where I live. So overall, I think the tread has held up about as well as you could have hoped. The Continental rubber does grip really well in wet and dry. Someone had posted a comment, how well does this grip on wet asphalt if you're going to go for a run? I have had zero issues. Wet and dry pavement. I've worn them in the winter when I shovel or snow blow, and they have had zero issues with grip on ice or anything like that when I'm trying to do the snow in my driveway. One thing I will talk about that I do love about this shoe is the Gore-Tex feature. The waterproof nature of these shoes is absolutely phenomenal. And one thing I really like is when I am working outside or when I'm doing work in the snow, if the sprinklers are on, and especially when we were hiking in the Smoky Mountains, there are some areas where traveling over water through river streams or water obstacles was inevitable. And I was able to submerge my foot, essentially in one area, I submerged my foot all the way up to this area here, about here on the apex of the R almost, and zero water intrusion into my socks at all. Now, if you step completely or you put a hose on them, for example, if you're washing a car and you squirt a hose, or your kid squirts a hose all over your shoe, you're going to have some intrusion. Just the pressure there, the amount of water volume flowing into the shoe, it can't withstand all of that. But if you step into a puddle and the water is fairly deep, let's say up to this, I've had zero issues with that so far. They were warm in the winter. These are the Gore-Tex. They breathe okay in the summer. I have had no issues with my foot feeling overly hot or sweaty. So that's not an issue for me. I think overall their condition is not too bad. I tried not to clean these up too much for this review. I tried to just grab them. Other than the soles, I don't want like a lot of junk falling off that. But you'll see some of the rubber here on the toe. That's kind of scuffed, you know, as to be expected. But I mean, they're worn, they're used. One thing I will tell you is the it's hard to remove any sort of stains on them. So if you're working around vehicles, you're working outside, lawnmower oil or something like that, I mean, oil is not going to come out regularly anyway, but little things here and there on the fabric mesh here, there's some stains that I have not been able to get out, but it's a shoe, it gets worn every day, and so I just don't worry about it, I'll live with it. Eventually these will get replaced with probably another pair. And you can see here on the right shoe, again, I'm outside prone bias, so you'll see the wear on the outside edges of the shoe as compared to the inboard edges, insole edges. So again, over a year worth of use every day, winters, summers, hiking excursions, so I can't really complain. They feel good. I've had zero issues with them. Toe box feels good. The lace structure still holds up. The inside comfort of the pad certainly has gotten a little lower, but it's not noticeable to the point where I need to put an insole in them. I intend to keep these until I basically wear enough through the tread surface here where I will probably buy another pair, in all honesty. I mean, they have just served me that well. And I know lately they've been kind of in and out, harder to find. They're probably updating their styles or colors, at least where I get them from. So I would just keep checking back. But they're anywhere from $90, depending on what color you order and what vendor you go with, to upwards of $140 if you want certain color patterns with these. But again, Swift R2 GTX Terrex Gore-Tex, I recommend it. And I wanted to at least give you guys who have subscribed to this channel an update on this shoe. So this is my most watched video. It's funny, a shoe video is my most watched, but that's awesome. And so this maybe hopefully helps you guys just understand what they look like, what they've been through, and where they're going to continue to go until I get another pair. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Super Action Guy out.